Warning, it is the opinion of the 4th Street Productions and the Working Perspectives Podcast Weekend Pop-In that we should inform you that some of the language used in this recording could possibly be considered offensive. You've been warned, so if you decide to listen, then don't complain like a fucker.
Because
if you want to pretend to be a Navy SEAL, I'm going to treat you like a Navy SEAL.
Well, the Navy SEALs wake up at 4:30. The Rangers wake up at 3:30, and I was up at 3:30. So, just saying. Hi, hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to talk to some real people about some real things, and real lives, doing real stuff. This is the Working Perspectives Podcast. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by Lyn Dub, Justin Richardson, Schwap Game, Steve Cabot, Lasmeeshma, Reese, the Madman, Sean Day, and later we'll be joined by Bad Bern Podcasy. You can find all our content and all our stuff on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast, and you can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com, and please like and subscribe so we can keep this party going. Lyn Dub, how you doing, baby?
I'm ready. I'm hot. I'm gonna turn my ceiling fan on, but I'm ready.
It. Love it. Want more of it. Very nice. Lasmeeshma, how you doing, baby cakes?
Yeah, I'm with J-Dub, man. It is hot.
Yeah, it's not just you. That's for sure. Very nice. Sean, how's life, my man?
Not so good. The whole family's got the flu except me, but I got an adult beverage here.
Ooh.
Got a Diet Mountain Dew and some vodka, and so I'm feeling halfway decent. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Glad to hear you're fighting back. Love it. Very nice. And Strong Stem, you ready to get this thing going or what?
No, I'm fucking depressed. Now I got this stupid background so I look like everybody else. I feel like you're like, I don't know, pointing it towards me, your anger. I don't know what let's fucking do this.
This is your 75th episode and you finally have a background, Steve. I'm sorry. And it's my fault. Well, speaking of backgrounds, this is the Working Perspectives Podcast. Let's get this thing started. Let's go.
It's our objective to be effective by voicing societies. Working perspective, exploring your day and how you get paid. Launching a new episode every Tuesday. Your day can transform while we inform with new episodes available on every platform. So check out our vibe and how we get live. Then do us a solid. Share and subscribe. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. Working perspectives.
All right, so let's chat about it. Let's talk about it. Let's speak about it. Let's be about it. So this week on the show, we aired the Omar Big O Cruickshank episode. Really love this one. Cabot, you had another strong showing in this episode. Really came across good. His story was really good. Loved, the story of his journey. I love too that he's a plumber. We talked about being a plumber for like 5 minutes, and we're getting back to the other shit.
Yeah, let's get back to jujitsu.
Yeah, even like listening back to it, Justin, I feel like you were like a fan of this episode. You know what I mean? What did you think I know we recorded together, but I feel like even like you being in on the conversation, you're like, this is fucking awesome. You know?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like a lot of the jujitsu guys, like I don't do jujitsu, but if you can keep my interest while talking about it, jujitsu.
He doesn't say library right either, or Popeyes.
Library.
Do you say Pacific instead of specific?
Pacific. I mangle that one.
Do you call everybody bootyful? She's beautiful.
She was a very beautiful library woman.
All right,
and
but
I
anyway,
specifically enjoyed this last week's epised, or this
talking
week's
about
episode.
the jits, getting a little jits in there. So what?
God, I hate to call that.
When we're talking about jujitsu, what are you thinking?
No, yeah, it makes it. It's fun, you know. It makes it a lighthearted, good old time to pin a man down and dominate him with your force.
Oh my god damn it!
All the thrust comes from the bottom,
hips.
you know.
The hips.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not wrong. But no, you're absolutely. I mean, no, I know that's the underlying message to everything we talk about is that we're all homos, but I'm sure in this episode it was. It was great. But all right, I know. So yeah, very good. Thanks for that. Lasmeeshma, what do you think about the Omar Big O Cruickshank episode?
That episode was awesome, dude. That guy's like a character from a movie. You know, like he went into like somebody's gym and like beat the fucking sensei on the first day. That was awesome, dude.
At a Tiger Shulman's. Yeah. Like
fighting, 400-pound centers and stuff. Like, that was a fucking animal, man.
What's crazy too is like he is tough and he's like, he can get after it, but he is like one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Like
great guy.
Really, just like a total. He's a good dude. You know what I mean?
Agree.
Yeah, but he was.
Who's gonna give him shit?
Exactly. Nobody.
Yeah. But it is. I love too when he was like, went to Tiger Shulman's, tapped out the black belt the first day, and then went to Henzo's and got the dog shit beat out of him.
Yeah, black belt's a difference there.
Yeah. Dude,
different.
I love too. He said he was like, he told his girl not to wear anything revealing to the practice because he's like, if any of these guys say something, I can't do
shit.
Nice.
I'm like, you're 400 pounds. I'm sure you could do something. But no, he was, dude. Plus, too, like I'll say it for like a big guy. Like I know Big Pete's like super athletic for his size. You know what I mean? But Omar's another one. Very like. He has light on his feet, nimble and flexible, like we said. But I thought he's definitely he's a freak athlete for sure. But cool. Anything else, Lasmeeshma?
No, I mean that pretty much covered it. It was very interesting, dude.
Good. Glad you like
quite a character. That's
nice.
A beast.
Yeah, he is. Very nice. So Sean Day, my man, what do you think about this week's episode, my man?
I thought it was really good. I mean, I've been doing I include wrestling as a martial art. That's all our conversation.
Hell
I mean, include that. I've been doing martial arts for 30 years. So, and I had a similar background to him, starting like with Taekwondo and stuff like that. And so it was really interesting to see we had similar situations where like I would go, think I'm a badass over at Taekwondo and like beat all these random people up. And then I go in the wrestling room and not so much, especially for me, because I took 4 years off and I went back to wrestling. Think I was going to be as good as I was in middle school. Not at all. So I had a very similar situation as him.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, we didn't have like a jiu-jitsu school.
Yeah.
Like not near us at least.
Sorry. Well, no, dude, you're exactly right. What we're like back in the day, dude, wrestling was there, obviously, but the ability, the access to Brazilian jiu-jitsu just wasn't there. And it really didn't integrate into the US until the mid 90s. And there's one guy really to thank for it, Royce Gracie. Was like, as soon as people started seeing the UFC and the Gracie versus Shamrock, they're like, what is this Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? How did this little nimble guy just beat a tank? Right? Like, what is going on here? So
what is Taekwondo? What's a Taekwondo like fight event? What is that, like those like
point fighting
gloves?
It's different everywhere. It's silly because it's the rule set is just stupid. Like you can't punch people to the head. But then you can kick him to the head. And a kick obviously is way more powerful. So it's
way more.
It's like you score a point.
Dumb. Like I don't even understand why they made it that way, because it was supposed to be used for like martial art, like combat.
Yeah.
But then back in the day, for some reason, they said you can't punch people in the head.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it is applicable, but you have to make a transition. Like if you're a black belt in Taekwondo and you're athletic, you can make the transition. Guys do it.
Yeah.
Anderson Silva did it. That was his first black belt.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, and plus, dude, like Sean said,
none of it in the UFC though. He transferred to Muay Thai and used almost no
Taekwondo
in UFC.
No, but I know a lot of Muay Thai too. A lot of the kicks he uses actually were Muay Thai kicks.
Yeah, it depends. A lot of Taekwondo on your not on your toe. Right.
What was it? What was the dude Vitor Belfort? Right? Didn't he knock him out with that front?
Yeah, but he was.
Didn't he knock him out with that front kick? Right.
Same thing that happened this weekend. Yep.
Yeah.
That Chandler kick was fucking insane, dude.
Just to point this out too, we went to a Sean Taekwondo tournament back in the day, right? Sean was like, I don't know, high school. We were in high school. We were like, fuck yeah. So like me and like 4 of my friends that we grew up with Sean, we were like, let's go watch fucking Douglas murder somebody, right?
Yeah.
We go to this fucking gymnasium. We see Sean and his gi and some other dude. We watch Sean beat the fuck out of this kid. but he wasn't hitting the right spots where like they give you points. And the kid hit, like barely touches Sean and they gave the kid the win. We all looked around like, that boy just got the shit beat out of him. What the fuck was that? It's all that like point touching shit. Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I think my dad was in, I think Taekwondo, if I remember correctly, it's Korean based, right? And when my dad was stationed in Korea, he did do some Taekwondo, and he was, you know, it was whatever, but I think it was just part of like his training that they had to learn it. Yeah. But and like that was something, because I remember this is a perfect example of it. My little brother, Alex, he wrestled when we were younger, and he really was you know, he's not like an aggressive guy. So he never really did any good, and he was really just kind of like very lax with wrestling, but he quit wrestling and then excelled immensely at Taekwondo. Right. So it's like, just goes to show you. I mean, like, you know, they're both considered combat sports, but one of them is exceedingly.
One of them is not.
Well, I know, but they also do like, they have different things. Like don't get it wrong. In those types of trainings, there's always specific things like discipline is always taught, which is good across
body control, balance, core strength.
Yeah.
When I'm shitting on it, I'm shitting on it as a joke. It is a tremendous thing for a young man to do. I agree.
Yeah, but in the MMA community, it's shit on
bullshit.
Big time. Oh,
it's bullshit.
Everybody shits on it.
Let me take one of my good varsity high school wrestlers, like my stud. You bring your black belt Taekwondo guy in, he's gonna fucking smoke him. It's not even a fucking competition.
Yeah,
No, I think Steve's right, absolutely. But some of the stuff that you get from like Taekwondo and karate that you don't get from Muay Thai,
I agree.
That linear inside out movement. Like Machida was really good at it.
To cover ground. Yeah.
Because Taekwondo guys circle. Muay Thai guys generally want to circle.
Yeah.
Taekwondo guys are in and out.
So they always say that's the big thing with like Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy, he covers distance so quickly, touches you and gets out, right?
Yeah.
So that point system, and the other big thing, like Rogan always talks about it, is the biggest thing that comes out of Taekwondo is those side kicks. Like they don't do those in Muay Thai and stuff. The ability to do those spinning side kicks and shit that's so Taekwondo, and they're devastating if they hit you.
Yeah. I use a good side kick in my spar. I'll fake a leg kick.
Yeah.
On purpose, and the guy who's gonna come in, and I'll do a side kick to the face. Dude, it's nasty. I've hit people in the nose with it on accident. Not good.
I know Rich, because like you were saying, Sean, back in the day, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu wasn't available. So if you wanted to do any martial art, it was karate, because there was a big karate craze. And like, you know, Tiger
Chuck
Showman.
Norris was on top.
Right. Exactly. Like karate was a huge thing. But I remember like even Rich, because Rich does a thing, and you fucked up if he does this, where he's even told everyone, he's like, yo, if we're sparring and I feel like you're not following the correct kind of tone, you know what I mean? Because it's like, you know, get what you give kind of thing. But with Rich, it's like you can give all you want, it doesn't matter. And if he's like, you need to stay in your lane, he'll kick you in the head, right? And like I've seen it where he's literally been like maybe like 10 inches apart from a guy and kicked him in the head from like there. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, like how the fuck, you know, like he's so flexible. It's just like wham, and then that guy's just yeah.
Which one of y'all kicked me in the head?
Oh, all of you? Oh. Yeah, no, yeah, you're exactly right. But no.
Who are you? You.
Yeah. So Strong Stem, I know we recorded this one together, but what did you think of this week's show?
Again, just reiterate, I'm not going to go into a bunch because but he's such a great person, right? So when I first, like, again, I've been in a lot of wrestling gyms and a lot of high level gyms and seen a lot of like really, really good fucking competition, right? So I know what any wrestling gym looks like immediately. I know the feel of like a combat gym. I know, like, you can tell right away when guys know what they're doing, right? First day I walk into fucking Henzo's, like I said, 5 years old, dick hanging to my knee because I'm pretty sure I can beat everyone up in this world. And I look over and I see fucking Tattoo Sean, who was built like a fucking, he was a power lifter with tattoos everywhere, but right here, right? His entire body's covered in tattoos. He's like 230 pounds and yoked. I see big ass Gene yoking guys out. I look over and I see Omar slamming guys into the fucking canvas in the ring. He also is doing a full split while we're like warming up. I was like, right away, I was like, oh, this is where I need to be. I don't need to look for any other gyms. Somehow I walked into this one, and this is where I'm going to get my ass kicked. This is where I need to be. This is where I need to be.
Yeah.
Omar just doing a split.
is so intimidating.
No.
And Omar, again, like I said, this is gonna sound. It was the funniest whenever I would go with him. He liked it because I was a wrestler, right? And I was probably the best wrestler in there before, like Jordan and stuff. I was the best wrestler in there, right? I don't want to hear shit about Pete being a better wrestler than me. I used to smoke Pete, but he's much better jiu-jitsu than me. But I'd go in there, right? And he's like, yo, come in here, and I want to get used to like takedowns and shit. So I'm shooting in on him. And Omar has this great humility to him where he would make me feel like I was, I don't fucking know, Zach Fryling, right? I have the leg, it's up in the air. I'm like, I got this bull, take him down. And he could see it probably, he could feel it. And he was like, you know what, it's time to bring him down a notch or two. And then he would literally sometimes just put his stomach on my face and choke me out by crushing my head into the mat with his massive body. And I had nothing to, and I'm a little brother, so this brings back terrible memories of the same thing my brother would do to me. I'm like, get off of me. Really, I can't do shit. And now I go into spaz mode. And he would like giggle. He's like, chill, cuz, chill. I'm like, oh yeah, what am I doing? Either way, I'm gonna die. I'm either gonna die excited and with no energy, or I'll die in peace. So what am I freaking out for? It's like when they say, don't run from Sean Day, he's a sniper, because you're just gonna die tired. That's how I felt in there. I'm like, why am I even trying to escape? And then this is the best part about him, like I said, his humility. Would immediately show me what I did wrong, show me how to like progress, show me. And I was like, wow, this guy, like it takes a lot to, because there's plenty of guys in those gyms, me and Matt both, and Sean Shore knows, there's a lot of guys in those gyms that'll beat the fuck out of you just for their own like ego. But the guys that actually beat the shit out of you and then show you how to not get the shit beat out of you and the steps you did wrong, they hold a special spot in my heart. And Omar's one of them. Omar's
that comes from the culture too. If you
I
have
agree.
a gym,
I agree.
If you have a gym where it's just like the higher skill guys beating the shit out of the younger guys and just doing it to get their work fixed
it's not good.
That, I mean, those gyms usually don't last.
They don't succeed.
They don't do the fresh meat gimmick because they're not all learning, right? And they don't keep people there. Where it's like you can beat a guy, but if you beat him and then show him what he did, that keeps people there, keeps them interested, and lets them know, like, hey, we're all working, we're all learning. You know what I'm saying?
That depends though. Mm-hmm. That depends though, because like I've been lucky, like I've done jiu-jitsu like literally all over the world in all of the United States. Yeah. So I've seen a lot of different schools, but I worry about jiu-jitsu becoming like Taekwondo, because where my school it was sort of like this black belt factory where you get a black belt in like a few years. If you just because by giving up belts they keep people there. And so your guys are talking about like keeping people in the gym because of the hardness. Some people don't want that. Some people are like lawyers and they don't want that. But like so I worry about that. No, and that's why like everyone says like jiu-jitsu, it's like the same art. I would argue against, there's so many different rule sets now. It's a different art. I mean, if you're doing, I've been to some schools, they teach heel hooks day one. They don't give a fuck. Yeah. Some schools like they won't teach you a heel hook to your like,
and they don't allow leg locks. Yeah.
And that's the one thing I will say. What you just said is true, Sean, but there's a big difference between jiu-jitsu and Gracie jiu-jitsu. The Gracies will pull their name up your fucking gym immediately. You start pulling that nonsense. Your shit, like they wouldn't let fighters in the gym fight until you got a purple belt. You can't teach till you have a like they don't play that shit in Gracie gyms with Henzo's name on it. Oh no. That don't fly. That could fly with like I've been to other gyms that were BJJ gyms, and I'm a blue belt beating the shit out of their black belt.
But even that's different though, because you say Gracie. I've been to like
Henzo,
Gracie schools.
Not just Henzo Gracie. That's one I've experienced.
No, but I'm saying like, but even then, there's the whole self-defense thing too. Because like I've been to schools where they say like they're self-defense, but then like they don't really even integrate knives and guns into the sparring. So it's like if you're a cop or something and you're like thinking you're doing jiu-jitsu and you're going to a school where they're training you for like IBJJF, they're going to be teaching you like to pull guard. Yeah. And some people think like that's somehow going to help you in a real situation. And people people think, oh, well, in a real situation, I won't pull guard. I've been in a lot of shitty situations where I almost died and I reacted based on my training. And if you're training to like pull guard, like you're going to do that in real life probably. And so the self-defense thing is a whole other can of worms. And then for cops, like certain precincts have different rules. There's certain precincts that can't even do rear naked chokes anymore because of all this bullshit. So it's like, and it's different. Like literally, like Marana police have different rules than Tucson police. So like, it's like, how do you teach a cop?
Like different rules of like engagement with a perp.
Yeah,
there's
different
bullshit.
Rules. There's different rules. Like now after was it George Floyd? Yeah, I remember being taught a knee on neck. I would do it from close guard. I would pull the far side gi and then put my knee on the other side of the carotid. Mm-hmm. That was basically what happened, right? With George Floyd, now that they can't do that technique because people are stupid and that's a dangerous technique. But it could be if you don't let go.
Yeah. That and 90% of the cops should not be cops because They're athletic and their physical attributes. There's no physical fitness test. So 90% of the cops in the suburbs of Philly
is at first, but not at
first. No, there's one at boot camp, and you have to pass it one time.
Yeah,
J-Dub. I have a million.
I could do it
one time, and it's the easiest. The sloppy fat cops that come around this fucking area, they wonder why people get shot because they're pussies. They have no real training for hand-to-hand combat. So when shit gets weird, they shoot you.
There should be a different. I agree with you. Like, and I there's plenty of cops that listen to the show. I know everyone has their opinion. I support the police. Yes, very much.
I don't.
My uncle was a cop for 25 years.
You can have your own opinion, Steve. You're entitled to it. That's
but some of them are bitches, yo.
That's the thing. There's some that are bad, but there are some and I think what you're saying, Steve, does hold a little water in the fact that there's plenty of cops that need to be in the station and need to do the paperwork and work on the radio and help with the booking and all that, right? And all those cops can be held to a standard of physical fitness. That's them. But the reason a cop would rely on a gun or a weapon is lack of physical fitness and lack of a physical presence, I believe. So if they had a higher standard of the street cop of one, you need to be with your partner at all times, right? So that the two of them can work together. So it's two people going fit, two people going, at a certain way can detain someone more comfortably than one person trying to throw everything at them. Right. And then also you have to keep yourself to a standard of physical fitness. But the other thing is that they need cops. So they'll take whoever and okay, we need someone to watch this. And maybe those guys let things slide. But then also there's guys out there that pass the test and pass the mental test that are scared and have a gun. And now that they can use them and they were bullied and there's all of that out there for sure. But I'm saying if you kept the cops on the street to a higher physical standard, I think one, it would add a presence of higher, kind of like a bouncer at a bar, right? The more jacked the bouncer is, the less someone's going to act out, you know what I mean? Sometimes, and then I don't know, but I think it would be, I think mentally as well, it would keep them in a better state and they wouldn't rely on their weapons as much if they had better hand-to-hand skills.
They need to get paid more too.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Go ahead, Sean.
But the problem is hiring, we have a shortage of cops anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then you're going to hold them to a higher standard. You're going to have less cops. Because I hear people Joe Rogan saying yeah, we need cops to be as, physically fit or go through the same process as Navy SEALs. Well, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
The SEAL teams are producing.
He didn't say that, but I hear you.
High end is 250 SEALs a year.
Yeah, he's not saying that.
And that's through the most rigorous training.
Sean, Joe and a couple other people were saying that there should be one day a week where they don't go out they get paid. They don't go out in the street. They don't do that. But it's a half the days physical fitness and jujitsu and things like that. And then it's de-escalating training for that needs to happen all the time. That needs to happen at least once a week. Idea. 8 straight hours. You don't go out. You literally go to different scenario trainings, and they should be more trained. Because for most of the cops, at least I can't speak out for. And when I say I hate 90% of cops because they're pussies. I'm a fan of
because you've dealt the cops you've dealt with.
Yes, exactly. My personal experiences. But what I will preface that with is I'm a fan of people and I don't care what the cop thing says. I've met a couple guys that are fantastic humans, genuinely care, are fantastic cops, and I'm happy that they serve and they pick that job, right? Because they don't get paid shit. But I'm happy they did that. The other guys are fucking pussies in my mind that are hide behind that little badge and everything else. Because if you didn't have all that shit, I'd smack the dog shit out of you the way you're talking to me. I'm not talking to you that way. Why are you talking to me that way? And I happen to have a background, so of course I get prejudged right away. Fuck you.
Rich told me that at the gym right now, he said 80% of the clientele are in law enforcement.
That's awesome.
That's what I said. He does a special though.
Support
even Omar said he does a special where you get a free membership at a jiu-jitsu gym, right? The supporting the police I think goes a long way. And they do the police do a lot of good as well. Also,
I agree.
Someone robs your house. What are you going to call? Come on.
The last
I'll pull my gun first before I call the cops.
608 Garfield
Avenue. A few hours later, I'll call the cops after I drag them to the desert. But
The last time I had the cops show up here, they said something about, hey, you should be happy that we're patrolling your property. I went, and it was one little ass dude who was 5'1".
Don't say his name again.
I hope he watches this because you're a fucking pussy. That pussy and his little pussy buddy. They were like, you should be happy that we're patrolling your lot. I go, oh, if there was a problem here, you two are the last ones on earth I need to help me. I was like, I would call other people than you two fucking dorks. And they looked at me like I was a fucking psycho, which I guess I am, whatever.
Yeah. Well,
not calling you pussies to the scene. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Honestly, it does depend on the area too. I know this one, like at Graham's, it's owned by ex-cops. So a lot of off-duty cops and firemen come in there. And there was this cop that came in there one time. I won't say his name, but he's part of like a different type of like a unit in the Philadelphia Police Department. And he was telling me the story where he
Strike Force.
He was, I don't know what it is. He didn't say, but he was in a different unit. But he was chasing this guy, right? So this cop, he's on the street. It's in North Philly. He's chasing this guy. They're going through alleys, and like it started off in a car, and the guy ditches the car. They're going through alleys and streets and like backwards and backyards and all this stuff. And he chases the guy into this house. The guy runs upstairs, runs into his room, right? And the cop follows him, breaks the door in. The dude had taken off like his like pants and boots and was laying in bed pretending to be asleep. He's
all
like,
over,
yeah,
all
like,
over a $20 bag of coke.
Yeah. He's like, why'd you wake me up? I honestly, I think it was a stolen car. Is why
he's breathing all heavy.
Yeah. He's like drenched in sweat. He's like, I was just.
You know how hard it is to pretend like you're not breathing hard. You know, like
your heart rate down.
Yeah, it's so hard.
Especially you just got done in a foot race in Tim's, dude. And the guy that chased him,
I dream really hard.
The guy, yeah. The guy that chased him was pretty. He's in good shape. He was pretty. He was pretty yoked. But yeah, dude. But there's, I mean, it is what it is. It's tough. It's tough to be a cop. There's a show on HBO
100%.
right now called We Own This City. It's The Wire 2.0, and it's fucking incredible.
Really?
Yeah, it's set in Baltimore too, right?
It's set in Baltimore.
It's the dude from The Punisher too, right?
Yeah, John Bernthal is one of the heads in it. Marlo Stanfield's in it, right?
Marlo's in it.
Marlo Stanfield's in it. He's a cop now, FYI.
I'm out.
Marlo Stanfield's a cop. Pooh is in it. I don't know if you guys remember Pooh. He was one of he hung with Brody Broaders in the show, Pooh, and he ended up working at Foot Locker.
I remember him.
Yeah.
The one who's always trying to bang chicks.
Yeah.
Got out of jail.
And then Herc is in it. He was from season 2. He's like the bald dude. He was in like a bunch of shows. Yeah.
He caught the mayor banging that chick.
Correct. That's him. Yeah, he's in it as well. And then do you remember that one cop that always had like a bucket of chicken? He was like the big, huge white guy, like super overweight, always wore suspenders and a huge belt.
Oh yeah, he's like their like manager.
He's the police commissioner now.
Yeah, he would always come in like, "Oh, you're in trouble."
Yeah.
Yeah, he
like
always
John
had pornos with. Remember, he always had
Candy?
pornos. He always had like Playboys and shit.
Yeah, but I'm excited to see another Wire person show up, like
Hell
Snoop or somebody.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, no, if you haven't seen it, it's phenomenal. I'm like I'm so hooked, and it's based on actual events. You know what I mean? So there's a thing like called the Gun Trace Task Force. Either way, check it out. Once you guys watch it, we'll talk about it. John Bernthal is awesome in it, but it's a great show. They do. I'll tell you this. I don't know. Since Mayor of Easttown, people have committed to the East Coast accent. Let me tell you. So they give it a shot in Baltimore. But either way, okay. So like we said, available now on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. We have the Omar Big O Cruickshank episode. Highly suggest you check it out. Really, really good show. Really good message in there. Great stuff. One of our good shows. Next week on the show, we have the Tim Casey, aka Biff Sweater, back on the program. Biff Sweater is one of Bern's best buddies up from 40 Fort, PA. Super good dude. Has a great story. Another Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy. He just won a major tournament in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well. I'll ask Bern. He sent me the picture of it. I forget what it is though. But it was like a major tournament, and he just won it. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I think he's a purple, but really good dude. Awesome guy. Great story. Fun stuff. Really good episode. Really looking forward to it. But I want to keep on moving on down the road. So Lyn Dub, I'm going to come to you, baby. What did you get into last weekend, and what do you have for this upcoming weekend?
Last weekend.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Did you just put on your stepfather or your
Yeah.
father-in-law's accent?
The
Did you
weekend?
Did you?
That was actually the Yiddish pronunciation of
weekend. A
weekend.
Balkans accent?
Weekend. Yeah. It's the Yiddish pronunciation, all right?
Sounds
I'm practicing
Balkish
for
to me.
my bar mitzvah.
Sounds
my
Balkish.
mitzvah. All right. Well, I mean, they're one and the same. Mitzvah, Balkans. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Yeah, come on. Why not? All right, Lyn Dub, weekends. What do you got? Last one, this one. Come on.
Did a little derby party on Saturday. Big like wedding tent kind of style, tall ceiling tent, strong structure.
This sounds like some
sidewalls.
Delco shit. Were you in
It
Delco?
was. I was in Delco, catered by Roy Tweedies.
Wow.
I walk in. I popped a couple Eddie Bulls. I walk in. He's got the aluminum tray, and he's like, it was a 12-hour brisket I've been cooking all day. Just took it off the Traeger. Took it off the Traeger, and I was like, oh yeah. So I had
Traeger's
brisket right off the Traeger, some Roy Tweedy meatballs,
Traeger.
So the
fried
chicken, little shrimp cocktail.
Hell yeah.
I got all little done off edibles, had a couple bourbons, had banging brisket, got all banged up.
Yeah. Did
Fast
you lose
forward,
money on the race?
Nah, I didn't bet on the race. I can't gamble anymore. And
good for you.
Like that.
Yeah, he's not allowed to gamble. And so we the next morning, my beautiful girlfriend hosted Mother's Day for my mother, my stepfather, my little brother, and myself. We had a little smorgasbord and a spread.
A little smorgy.
Mother came over. We had a nice little time. It was lovely.
Did Mila get any food, you pussy?
Yeah, Mila loves shrimp.
That's right.
Hell yeah. I always talk about, we have a Benihana across the street, and I'm like, we should bring Mila. She'll catch the shrimp. Mila loves catching the shrimp.
Wow.
Until she steps on the grill.
We go
until they try to cook her.
Her. She'd be so afraid.
I didn't want to go there. Matt.
You bring your own protein.
No, I'll say this, motherfuckers, is that my dad was stationed in Korea, had a dog named Hondo, and they fucking ate it. I'll tell you, and he would talk. He was pissed to the last day. He was fucking pissed about that shit. Right? They fucking ate his dog named Hondo, and he named it after a John Wayne movie. Yeah, fucking Korea. He also told me a story of that. When he was stationed in Korea, they would go bowling, and at the bowling alley, they didn't have the machines that set it up. It was a dude that would set. Yeah, it was like a little dude. Oh
my god!
And he said they would get so drunk that instead of aiming for the pins, they would aim for the dude trying to set it up.
Fucking America,
like fucking
America,
Jesus.
Baby.
Yeah. He had a bunch of good stories from that.
You would do that.
Oh, for sure.
Dude,
they're all hammered, right? It was just like a bunch of army dudes just fucking.
Lyn sucking my dick right up. Oh wait, that's a little.
Dude, he had one of his one roommate. His name's Tom Kuar. He played tight end for West Point. He was another one of the guys. My dad and my mom. It lived with this guy and his wife, and my sister was born at the time, and he had a son, and his name's General Frank Kearney. I believe he's a 5-star general. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I met him. Pretty cool dude. Yeah.
Holy shit, that's wild.
And then right now, actively, I have 5 beautiful women in my house. It's girls' night.
All right, I'm leaving.
Girls' night again. What do they make?
What
do they got? What are they cooking?
They doing the scissoring, yo? They scissoring?
No, for Christ's sake.
They're just all piled up on my kitchen island.
Just
big pile.
It's fucking clam night.
They call it like it's like like a garbage a macaroni salad or pasta garbage pasta salad. It's got like bacon and cheese.
Oh, love it.
All that extra shit in it. There's that. There's the
Shouldn't be called
jalapeno
salad. That's for sure.
Cheddar Bubba burgers.
Wait, hold on. What was that? Say that again. Jalapeno what?
Jalapeno and cheddar Bubba burgers.
Jalapeno.
Yeah, them jalapenos out there.
A bunch of wine. Man, these girls.
These broads blaze. These broads blaze. J-Dub, I'm about to slide through.
There's a couple pens and purses down there.
I don't fuck with them things. Fuck them.
I'll tell you, I was watching.
None of them have wild berry game leaves.
No.
Damn it.
I was watching Mayor of Easttown, and I'll tell you, the Delco accents in that show. Natch. I don't know if you ever saw that show. Mayor of Easttown.
I don't know about that.
It's
I watched
good.
a couple.
It's great. It's a
They're
great
okay.
show.
He's going to get some water ice and hot dogs.
Yeah, why don't you settle down now? All right.
Mediocre.
My
Mediocre.
daughter.
Murder, daughter.
Don't call me
Murder, my
daughter.
daughter. Dude, that
call
was
me daughter.
so
That was
good.
awesome.
Dude, that was one of the best things SNL's done in 20 years. Murder, daughter. So
They
good.
got a hoagie. Hey, oh my God, they murdered my daughter.
And then
Jada,
this
can
weekend-
you do your Dusty Rhodes impression real quick? Because I listened to it the other day and it just tickled the hell out.
how does it start?
Ric
Is it some-
Flair,
is it
you
some-
and your
yeah.
horseman.
You come down here and you bring your horseman, Ric Flair. You and your horseman, son of a plumber. Hard times.
Hard times.
That's the road's American dream.
So good. So sorry about that. What do you got
So
going?
that tickled you? Like, you have a boner right now or something?
Yeah, it was great. He had
What does that
one.
even mean?
Sean.
Ric Flair, you and your horseman.
Well, it was Ric Flair and what's the other guy?
Doesn't matter. Let's
Arn
keep going.
Anderson, totally.
Yeah, Arn Anderson. Starcade, you come down here.
Tingling sensation.
Yeah,
I have,
everyone's tickling now.
I have Doctor Strange tickets tomorrow.
Wait, you
Hey-o.
weirdos. I just saw that the Doctor Strange broad was touching the kids. You see that shit come out?
Explain
One of
more.
the girls in Doctor Strange, I have no idea. It was a headline on like one of the
Is
fucking
it Doctor
Adams
Strange or
Rachel
Doctor Who?
Adams?
Doctor fucking Strange, motherfucker. And it made me think that all you cocksuckers are all excited to go watch the kid toucher on TV.
I mean,
Fuck
we've
you
all
guys.
listened to
If it's a
Michael
girl-
Jackson. So.
Is it one of
Yeah.
those like the
didn't
teacher
do anything.
molested a 15-year-old boy and that kid was traumatized by
Yeah.
banging
Oh,
his
yeah.
hot
Yeah.
teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
over there
yeah.
like,
to this day,
traumatized.
I am pissed that Miss Loftus
Yeah.
from 7th grade did not touch
Suck
me.
your dick. I
Did
know.
molest you?
Was
I
she
agree. I
hot?
agree.
Was she
Yes.
hot?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
man.
39
Yes.
and I'm upset that it never happened.
Yeah. There was
not gonna
one.
stop
But
being
we all
upset.
know the other way. If
It's
I was a
so
female,
fucked up. Yeah,
Right.
so
that's
fucked
fucked
up.
up.
Oh,
So
That's
fucked
fucked
dude.
up.
The other way,
Yeah.
you're a monster.
You're a
The
monster.
other way, you're a legend.
You're a legend. You're a
Yeah,
legend.
yeah.
I see that
Oh.
bitch. I'm high-fiving her in the grocery store.
Yeah. Dude, who wasn't there? God, I'm trying to think who the hottest teacher was in high school when we were there.
Miss Butler.
Miss Hens, maybe? Miss Hens?
Yeah, I remember her.
Wait,
She
who
had
was
some
the teacher
blocks.
that someone said? Dan Matthew used to always tell me that there was a teacher, North Penn, who
Kinsey.
was in a porno.
Oh.
Now, Miss Kinsey
anyone-
definitely watched us
That was like when
get changed.
You were there, Sean. It was like I think it was like a teacher that wasn't there by the time I got there, but it was like a rumor there was a porno tape with a North Penn teacher in it.
Yeah, but no one ever had the video. I wanted to see
Damn,
it.
I
never
remember
had
that,
it.
Sean.
Yeah, his name was Mr.
Kaminsky.
No, I'm fucking kidding.
Yeah.
He's a fan of the show. Listen to the
Fuck
show.
you.
I should say
my
it-
guy.
his name was Mr. Williams.
Principal.
I'm gonna have to cut the first name because he's a fan of the show, but the second name,
Nah.
Mr. Williams. Yeah. Oh, dude, I see him all the time.
Kaminsky.
A legend. I'll never forget the first time he ever was a teacher at North Penn was my class for tech, our homeroom.
Yeah,
We had like
yeah.
me and Chaz and all these
Yeah.
badass kids in there. And he was like, I was looking at him the one day and I'm like, yeah, you think you're like, what's this little football thing back here? He's like, you play sports? I'm like, yeah, pussy. I'm on the wrestling team. I'm varsity pussy. And he's like, you know, I was a ridiculous running back at Central High School. And I'm like, no, you weren't. He's like, hold on. Next day he comes in with a videotape, VHS, that's how old we are.
Yeah.
Rolled the fucking TV in.
Yeah.
Yo, his highlight film was, I was like, yo,
Yeah.
Marlon,
He
you
trucked.
the
He
man.
trucked some motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
he
yeah.
was nasty, like a little
His-
Barry Sanders.
So okay, so Jada, sorry, you have tickets to Doctor Strange this weekend. What else you got?
And at that Derby party, I took a walk around the block. There was a comic book store. It was free comic book day. What a
Woo!
happy coincidence. We won't get too into that. And then
No.
this
Thank
weekend
God.
coming up, I don't have shit. I think I have a free open weekend.
Very nice. Good for you. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.
Excellent. All right. Well, moving on. What did you get into last weekend? What do you got for this upcoming weekend? Your hair looks great.
I saw Doctor Strange,
Yes.
and I see what Steve's talking about. Her name
like
is
the bitch in
Zara.
it?
Yeah, Zara Phyathan.
See, I'm not
Phyathan?
lying.
But I don't.
got
I don't.
CTE.
But I don't know who she is. I don't remember
fuck.
even seeing her in the movie.
Fuck.
fuck.
Then I fucked it up. No,
Yeah,
man.
what
Cut
do
that,
you
Matt.
No, I mean you
but
didn't
she's
fuck
like
it
a
up. It
sidekick.
happened.
She
It absolutely
happened.
happened.
You just don't remember
Yeah.
who her character is. She played
Well, I
Gremlin
also-
7.
I saw like it was like a big deal. Like she was like somebody like major in it. Not some fucking broad nobody's seen.
Well,
Yeah, I'm trying to
Disney's
figure out who
pissed
she
either way.
is.
Yeah.
Disney's red hot.
Who's
right
she
now.
molest?
Ooh.
It says that her and her husband convicted of sex with a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Burn in hell, you fucking cocksucker.
Oh, okay. So she's one of the sorcerers, like in their like group. You know what I mean? Like how.
So she's
how there's
like a thing in the background then.
Yeah, she's kind of like
There's
a
like an
side
extra.
actress. But she's, she's good enough to be in that movie, so she's not like a nobody actress.
Her career's over now.
Yeah,
she messed with the ultimate power that is Disney, so she's a dead one. Yeah. Damn. Well, tough.
Damn, that's fucked up, man.
Tough break, bitch. Don't be touching 13-year-olds. What the fuck you
Right?
do?
I hope you choke on a dick and die horribly, bitch.
Yeah. Well,
true that.
So nice. All right. Well, what else?
Of age dick.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we saw
choke on a dick, 18 or older, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
And die.
Yeah.
Then
really
die.
have a 50-year-old.
Yeah.
Do one for.
So like we saw Doctor Strange. It was pretty good. You know what I mean? It wasn't like the best Marvel movie, but it was still good. It wasn't like terrible or anything.
Was it better than Spider-Man?
No way.
The newest Spider-Man's that good?
The newest Spider-Man's the best one.
Better than Endgame?
I don't know. The Infinity Saga.
Is it on par with Endgame?
Yeah. That
what
like
the dick?
Those three are like, in
what?
They're the best ones.
The Infinity War, Endgame, and Spider-Man?
Yeah, I would say those three are like the, cream of the crop.
Where would you rank this? Is it like a Ragnarok? Is it Captain America First Avenger?
No.
Is it Doctor Strange 1?
Yeah, it kind of like falls in that area. You know what I mean? Like it's like it
wasn't bad, wasn't great.
Yeah, it's like a B level. You know what I mean? Like it was entertaining.
I would say like Black Panther, Civil War, and Ragnarok. They're like an A.
Yeah, I like those.
Endgame, Infinity War, and I guess Spider-Man are A++.
Agreed. Yeah.
And then it's like a B. It's Iron Man 2.
I give both those Guardians of the Galaxy movies. I put those in like the A category too. I think those are great.
The first Guardians for sure. That one was like changed the game. That one was so good. I
think the next Thor looks like it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Dude. Well, like the first Thor was whatever. Honestly, people hated Thor: Dark World. I loved it.
It wasn't great. I didn't think it was great.
I really liked it. I don't know why. I guess I liked it a lot. And then, but Ragnarok, I mean, forget about it. Also, too, people forget like Winter Soldier was great.
Yeah, it was. Winter Soldier's up there.
But Civil War is a Captain America. You know what I mean?
It's up there. Civil War is good. Yep.
Yeah. So, all right. Sorry.
We won't torture. We won't torture.
Sorry, Steven. But
Sean, do you watch the Marvel movies?
I do like them, but they're just like there's so many of them now. I'm just getting bored of them.
I agree.
Yeah. You're not caught
up.
Like
I mean, like after Endgame, I'm like that's where it ends, right?
That's the Endgame.
Okay. How is there more?
To be fair, I don't think I've seen anything post Endgame. Well, no, I've seen shows. I've seen the Disney Plus show. Like,
that's
dude,
gayer.
Loki is not gay. Loki is incredible.
Yeah, Loki of the shows, Loki's
number
one, far and away
far.
the best.
Yeah.
Yep.
I really liked Moon Knight.
I mean, I didn't finish it. I liked it. Oh, did you finish? Did you see the last Winning Time episode? I mean, I knew.
Yeah.
There's like too much. See, there is like too much to watch though. There's like so many shows and stuff.
First thing you need to watch is We Own This City. You need to watch that.
Yeah, I'll probably get on that soon.
Motherfucker, the playoffs are on right now. Fuck these gay shows.
Yeah, playoffs end.
But
We Own This City.
Like
goes
outside of
forever.
Marvel, you got the DC, and DC is supposed to be like more realistic. So I tried watching the new Batman movie.
Yeah.
And I immediately just got mad because, like, you think about it, Batman's superpower.
He's a pussy.
Is that he's rich?
He's a pussy.
No, yeah, he's rich
with a cool car. That's it.
His only superpower.
That's it.
But I was annoyed that he didn't just pull a gun out. I'm like, dude, like you're doing all this fancy stuff.
He doesn't kill.
That's his thing. He doesn't kill.
The movie should be about 5 minutes long, and he should just get rifles, and it should be done.
Well, that's the Punisher. What you're talking about is the Punisher.
Yeah, Punisher is fucking legit.
I watched that actually. It's one of the few
Punisher is like that
Punisher
transcends show.
Me.
That's the
I don't
thing.
have to see that nonsense.
Punisher's it's not a comic show. It's just a great show.
Even the Thomas Jane movie in 2004 era.
No, those movies were terrible.
That's not bad. The one with John Travolta.
What about
those movies were absolutely terrible.
What was it with Ray Stevenson? Ray Stevenson and McNutty. Ray Stevenson played Punisher, and McNutty played what's the glass face guy?
Yeah, you're right. Travolta was in one of dude, they were so bad.
The first one was bad. The first Thomas Jane was bad. The Ray
the
Stevenson
first one with Dolph
was
Lundgren?
not great. Dolph Lundgren was in the Thomas Jane one?
No, Dolph Lundgren was in the
they made one
1984.
Early. Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
It comes in the
All right,
sewers.
we're getting on a tangent here. Let's come back to it.
Thank God.
All right.
End this nonsense.
I tried, Steve. I tried. I said we'll spare them. I said let's stop torturing.
What do you got? What'd you get into last weekend? What do you got for this upcoming weekend?
So the movie we're done talking about.
Thank God.
And then on Mother's Day, I visited my mother, visited my aunt, dropped off, like gifts and cards and stuff. And then, dropped off drugs to the family.
My mom.
That's about it. That ate up a good amount of time.
Nice.
This weekend I have to fucking work, but I don't know. Try to work something in there. Try to do something cool with Layla. Trying to get to the aquarium, honestly.
You ever been?
Hamden?
Hamden?
Yeah.
You ever been?
Yeah, I've been there before. I took her when she was younger, but I want to take her now that she's a little bit older.
Yeah.
I feel like she'll appreciate it more. When I took her, it was almost like she was too young. Like they're mesmerized by it, but I don't even fucking think she remembers going.
Yeah, dude, let me know when you go because my daughter, we want to take her there again too. So maybe we'll meet you.
All right, dude.
Me and Steve will come,
Ian's coming in town this weekend.
Dude,
I'm sure he's looking for stuff to do. He'll take his kid definitely.
Oh, is he coming into town this weekend?
He'll be in at 5:30 a.m. on Saturday. He's in here for a week.
Yeah, you guys can eat a bag of fucking THC gummies and fucking stare at sharks.
Dude,
stingrays and octopus and shit.
The craziest thing you'll see is the size of the hippopotamus. It is legit the size of a Ford
they got
Windstar.
a hippo there?
They have two of them. Bro,
42 beers.
2 of them. And
42 beers.
And bro,
42 beers and I'll fuck that hippo.
Oh my God. Dude, but you see them like bouncing in the water, like they're like you think they'd be like so sluggish. They're just like like it's crazy.
Yeah, probably because hands on that hippo.
Probably because they're stupid fucking strong,
Dude, they're ridiculous. They're incredible. That's like when you see that, you're like fucking nature, fucking holy shit.
If I tried to mount this thing, do I grab it by its fucking stupid teeth and fuck it, or do I like hold it by the ears? Like
this hippo will break you in half.
Latch on.
This hippo will break you in half.
Nah, you put that hippo in the wizard.
Yeah, wizard that Sean. Wizard all the shoulder pressure.
I'm putting a grenade inside a watermelon. That's fun.
Now, dude, that'll work. Maybe. I don't know.
Well,
hippo.
Allegedly.
Big maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. But okay, so then Liam, what else you got this week or anything
this
coming
weekend?
up?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta work, but I'm sure we'll fit something in there. Yeah.
Yep. When dancing is outlawed, only the outlaws will dance.
Yeah,
and then you bang hippos.
Yeah. Hey, we were all 25 once. You know what I'm saying?
I'll fuck a hippo right now.
Nice. Well, speaking of strong stem, what'd you get into last weekend, and what do you have for this upcoming weekend?
Usually,
I'm banging some hippos.
So I was banging some.
So last weekend I had a good time. I actually got on Louis, which I said I wanted to do.
Shout out.
I got on Louis. Me, 2 other of my buddies. We another one of the friends at the show. Josh Debo. He
scheduled to be on the show.
Yeah, Josh. We went up to his crib, me and Kevin. And allegedly, because it was raining, went directly up Spring Mountain on our 4-wheelers, which was awesome. Going up a mountain in the rain, the tires are just slipping. I almost died because there's a giant. I wanted to be a dickhead, right? They're all going in a nice line, and I'm an asshole. I always am, right? So I veer off to show how cool I am and how I'm going to slide sideways and like fly up the other side. Well, there's the reason why Josh didn't go that side is because there's a giant like water trough, and I'm doing like 30, and if the front wheels fall in it, it was like 3 feet long and like 3 feet deep. So if my front wheels don't get over, I'm endoing and fucking having Louis crush my neck into the fucking ground. One of them videos where it looks like the guy died, right? So I see it last second and just hit the throttle as hard as I can, barely pull the front wheels up. The back wheels don't make it, nail. It almost shoots me over because it's like a slingshot when that hits. It was like a bucking Bronco. Almost shoots me over the fucking. Thank God I held on. How I did. I looked over and all I could see is Zeppelin with his helmet and goggles on, going like, "You're a fucking moron." I was like, "Yo!" But that was sick. So yeah, we did that. This coming weekend, we got Ian Hogan action coming in. Oh, yeah. So, like I said, my man's coming. He's bringing his wife and kid for the first time. We should try to record something with him. I'll get something going. He hasn't been. His wife's never been to the East Coast. She's never been like past, like fucking, I don't know. She was born and raised in Washington on the West Coast. So like, she's never been out here. So she's excited about she's excited about the food and all the cool stuff that Ian's talked about. And then Ian. Today we were going back and forth. It was like, I always send him shit. And I'm like, Ian, great job to bring your new baby son and wife to the murder capital of America currently. And he was like, yo, this is fucking wild. He's like, is it that bad there? I'm like, it has gotten so bad. But I'm like, again, he was like, what about like the Liberty Bell, the Reading? I'm like, no, dog, those like tourist places, they don't play around. Those guys are fine. It's just anywhere else. You
don't get lost on the way there.
Hey, don't stop for gas.
Dicey.
Yeah. Don't go to Temple.
But with those crime stats, it's assholes killing assholes. It ain't assholes killing nice people. So
right. That's what I was telling him. I said they're all targeted killings. Like they're not randoms, right? And then I also said he sends me this. There's one last. Sends me, how much are the tolls? And I texted him back. I said,
"Are you flying in?"
And they're gonna rent a car and like drive it. But I'm like, tolls on. I'm like, in what, New York? Like the bridge tolls? Like, what are you talking about? He goes, no, like the turnpike. I go, dickhead. There's no turnpike in Philly. You got 95, 76, the Blue Route. They're all toll free. He was like, oh shit, that's right. Like, how long you been gone, cuz? When was the last time you paid a toll in Philly? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Asshole.
True.
But I can't wait. It's gonna be dope. I can't wait to see him.
Nice, man.
It's gonna be fun.
Awesome. We should try to record something then, because I've only ever talked to him and recorded with him. I've never met him in person. So that'd be cool.
And just in case you didn't know, he I know we're probably gonna I don't know, you can cut this if you want. He had his wife listen to the pre-show of his show. She loved it. Loved every second.
Oh, his approval recording? Yeah, he told me she liked it.
His wife loved it.
Dude,
she told me she literally put in the text after this with Ian, Steve must be higher than he's ever been in his life to think I'm going to name my son Hulk, right? then she put at the end, maybe a middle name. And Ian was like, yo, I was like, it doesn't matter. Yes, I go.
Hey, that's something you can work with.
Right. And then I said, Ian, to make sure we already laid the groundwork, now we gotta build on this thing, right? So I was like, make sure you tell her that there's a story about how like your dad always used to tell you when you were little, like the greatest regret he had was not naming you Hulk, and like you don't want to make that mistake. And he was like, yo, that's good. I was like, yeah, be like, I mean, I don't want it. My dad always used to tell me how it was his biggest mistake not naming me Hulk. Yeah. So like, if I can't, like, babe, I don't want to do that. Been? Yeah, you're fucking Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. No, nice. All right. Well, everyone, now we have just been joined by the one and only Benoit Say. How we
any words before we get out of here, Bern?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to interrupt.
Bern, what'd you think of last week's show? What'd you do last weekend? What'd you do this weekend? And what do you have to say to your fans before we
also next week we're airing Timmy's show. So what'd you think of the Omar Cruickshank show, Benoit?
I think that dude sounds like a bad motherfucker.
Yeah,
I think he's I love the name to Omar Cruickshanks. Just sounds like
out of a movie.
Yeah, it's a perfect name for like any number of occupations.
Sounds like he should be a character in Rocky.
Right?
Yeah. No, man, just again, you guys get these dudes who are just the toughest dudes on the planet, who are like super humble and really laid back. I love talking about like his Tiger Shulman just being like, oh yeah, then the guy was like, okay, try to keep up with me, and I tapped him twice, and it was like, I might need to go find somewhere else. But I'm sure this is all well covered ground already. But just leaving there being like, I'm the toughest guy who's ever lived, and then as you guys always say, you show up at the gym like, oh yeah, cool, man, check that ego right there, and we're gonna give you something to cry about.
Yeah,
I sure will.
And then as far as people who actually succeed are like, oh, I got my ass kicked. I can't wait to come back tomorrow.
Sure.
So
the real ones.
Yeah.
And then next week we got TC. What do you think? Next week we have TC's episode, aka Biff Sweater. Benoit, you looking forward to that?
Hold on, I'm sorry. What do you?
Oh yeah, man.
I missed this last time. What are you saying? What sweater?
Biff Sweater.
With 1,000
Sweater.
names.
Biff?
I don't know what I was on the show and I don't know.
Are you saying Biff like as in Back to the Future?
Biff, B-I,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard
He-
name.
he-
I like that.
Hey, love it. Big fan of Biff
Biff?
Sweater.
Hell yeah.
I like it.
I like the name.
Self-name. We were trying to figure out names when we lived in Fairmount. We were trying to figure out names to put in the phone book, and because we still had to put names in the phone book.
Yeah.
And they didn't accept Mr. White folks, and they didn't accept Biff Sweater either. But I think what did we end up going with? We ended up going with like Kurt Nunchuck or something like that. And I think they eventually printed it. But
Mike
for whatever
Oxlarge.
reason, for whatever reason, in 2005, you like had to register for the phone book, or you had to pay if you wanted to be like we had a landline. You had to pay if you wanted to be unlisted. And we were like, well, no, we're not paying anything. So
Sasquatch.
you know what it was? Lance
Jet
Uppercut.
fuel
The name they finally accepted was Lance Uppercut. So we were Lance Uppercut in the
That's cool.
phone
I like
for,
that.
Yeah,
like 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
Love it. Feel bad for the person at the telemarketing place that had to be like, excuse me, Mr. Uppercut. Is your warranty's about to expire?
Dude, we put that in 2 days later. Lance Uppercut was getting solicited by the Police Athletic League. Lance Uppercut won a PT Cruiser from the Plymouth Meeting Mall. Lance Uppercut.
Hell yeah.
Did a good life.
2 days in the phone book, and the spam began. So
Nice.
it doesn't take much.
Easy on the good life there, J-Dub. You said PT Cruiser, not Corvette. Chill. Easy on the good life.
Yeah.
And then
Lance Uppercut.
You in the athletic league, you got a PT Cruiser.
Yeah.
And then Benoit to catch up fully last weekend and this upcoming weekend. What you got?
Last weekend was cool. It was Mother's Day. So we went over to my wife's. Yep. Shout out my mom. Shout out all the moms out there.
Shout out
went
to
over to my wife's.
Stop calling my mom Creed Saver.
You're
not right, dog. I'm not laughing.
Shout out to Meat Mule.
Meat Mule is really funny, but I don't like it.
All right. Enough making fun.
I'm dumpster.
Oh my god.
Well, that gets to the point.
Subtle. Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. I love your mom.
I love you, buddy. I'm sorry for beating you up as a kid.
It was funny though.
Man,
We're gonna tell that
nice.
story later.
Last weekend went over to the wife's family's house for Mother's Day. There was a bunch of kids running around. It was good. Tired out the chillins. Just caught some Doctor Strange after everyone fell asleep. So that was like a 10.
Did you see it at the theater?
Yeah, like 11:30 Sunday night show. Everyone just passed out, and I was like, I'm gonna sneak out of here and see if they noticed. No one did. Yeah, so that was good. And,
How was what were your thoughts on Strange?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We'll just get his rating.
Yeah, please, none of you jump in. You shut the fuck up. J-Dub, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear your opinions about this gay comic shit. Let's just hear his. I already heard.
We talked about it for
your
half
gay
an
shit.
hour. So.
Jesus
I think,
Christ.
Oh, did you? I think B is right. I think B is accurate. I think it's like a solid 85, 86. I think it was good. It wasn't great, but it was fine. And they don't all have to be great. And really, Thor is the banger that I think everyone's looking forward to in a couple
I
weeks.
said exactly that.
Did you?
Yep.
Yeah,
right,
that's the one.
Right.
That's the one I'll be disappointed. I'm not disappointed Doctor Strange wasn't an A. I will be disappointed if Thor is not an A to A plus caliber.
A plus. Nice. All right. So then weekend, what do you got this upcoming? Or
going to the Valley,
else?
heading to the Valley, man. Going back to the Valley, see the fam. My boy Dino, my friend since second grade, is heading in. He's coming in from California.
Hell yeah.
He hasn't been in a couple years, so
Hell yeah.
So my friend Sue, I'll see Biff Sweater on Saturday. Gallagher will be around, so we're just gonna go sit in their backyard and
wait. Is Dino
tank
and
beers
Sue
with-
married?
No, Sue and Barnes.
Barnes and Sue. Shout out. Love those guys.
Yeah. They have twin boys who are the same age as my son. They're like a month younger, so we're just gonna sit around a picnic table and throw beers at kids pretty much on Saturday.
Hell yeah.
Just like my grandfather did to my dad and his grandfather did to his dad.
Respect.
Exactly.
Yeah, and my father's father.
That's it.
Nice.
That's all I got.
Love it. Very good. Sean Douglas Day, the bad motherfucker that is. What do you got for last weekend? What do you got for this upcoming weekend?
Well, I too stuck out of the house on Friday night. Babies were asleep at 10 o'clock. And then Matt, why don't you tell me what happened?
You fuck you,
Saturday
son
morning.
of a bitch. This guy, so for those.
Yeah, Matt, you faker.
Oh, fuck you. So this is what happened. In Philly, it was like torrential downpour. So usually what I'll do is I'll wake up, I'll hit up Jocko, and then I'll go like for a bike ride or the gym or something like that, right? And then, but it was downpour raining and the gym doesn't open till 8, right? So I was editing the show in like my room, right? Because my daughter had woken up once earlier that night. So I wanted to stay up there just in case she woke up again. And
Your
guess
wife's
what?
probably thrilled you're doing that.
Well, she's like asleep and like, you know,
Oh, all right.
no one can hear. Like I have my headphones on and stuff. And then all of a sudden my phone starts blowing up. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Right. And then eventually my daughter did wake up because Sean called a second time. Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, what's going on? And he was just like, stay hard, motherfucker. And I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, this motherfucker. Yeah. And then he's like, all right, see you later, buddy. And I was like, did you wake up early just to get me? And he's like, actually, I never went to sleep.
Yeah, it's midnight out there.
Fucking guy. So yeah, so that's how it went. There you go.
Because
it
if
would
you
have
want to
been
pretend to be a Navy SEAL, I'm gonna treat you like a Navy SEAL.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
Son Douglas.
the
Yeah,
Navy SEALs wake up at 4:30. The Rangers wake up at 3:30, and I was up at 3:30. So just saying. Just saying.
You guys should arm wrestle over
but
it.
I will
Refrain.
All right. So go ahead.
No, but yeah, anyways, I went out to a local bar. I usually go there just to talk to the farmers. There's like these big fucking time farmers that have been doing this.
Hell
like,
yeah.
Dude,
second,
that's gotta
third
be
generation.
So
They-
fucking interesting.
Dude, yeah, they farm
Oh yeah.
major acreage. Like, so when I say like only 13 acres, to me that's just 13 acres because these guys are farming 500 acres, 1,000 acres.
Oh my god. Do they have
So,
people
like-
do they have people that live on their property to help them work it?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it, like one of the guys I know, he's a really cool dude, Fred Barnett. He's a multi.
Shout out ex-Eagle receiver.
Fred X.
Receiver Barnett.
Fred X. That was Freddie Mitchell.
Second career.
Yeah, no, Fred Barnett actually
No,
played
Fred
in the
Barnett.
Oh
early-
shit, I'm such an
early-
idiot. Oh
God
yeah.
damn it,
Freddie
Freddie Mitchell.
Freddie Mitchell
He was there with
Fred X.
like Irving Friars.
Freddie,
Yeah.
No, it was
Fred Barnett was
and Calvin Williams.
with
Fred
Cunningham.
Barnett and Calvin
Randall.
Williams were the receivers.
I believe
Oh, he was way early.
when Cunningham eludes Bruce Smith in the end zone and then throws that bomb, I
Was
believe
to
it's Fred Barnett that
It
catches
is.
it.
It is.
So
Anyway.
sorry, go ahead. Fred Barnett, Sean is the guy, and you're chatting with him. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I just go there. Just like little. It's called La Tumbleweed. That's the name of the bar. I love it.
Very creative.
No,
Fancy
that's great.
schmancy.
La Tumbleweed.
Oh,
Those
dude,
who don't
it's-
know
it's-
that means the tumbleweed.
Shut the fuck
Wow.
up.
Shut up.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, it also implies that the tumbleweed is a female.
Feminine,
Yeah.
It's
Ooh.
definitely tumbleweed.
So
Which
it's
botanically, I'm not
homophobic.
sure if a tumbleweed is female. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't
got-
know you spoke French.
Does
Just
it
a
got
little.
tits? Does it have
That
big
was
tits?
Dutch, I think, right?
I didn't know you spoke
How about
botanics.
no?
Deutschen.
So, okay. So what kind, hold on. So these guys that have massive 500-acre properties do
Any of them farm weed? Do any of them farm weed?
Well, that we talked about that before because it's not.
I know. We talked about
It's not-
some,
Probably
but
underground.
These guys.
Probably.
Yeah,
under
hook me up. Me and
factory.
J-Dub coming through, yo.
We
Yeah.
working in the tunnel.
Yeah, let's
Dude,
go.
you don't have to here. You don't have to here because it's legal at the recreational level. So you can like literally.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like how you guys for us alcohol. I can go to like whatever store and get it like at a
Yeah.
Target,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
guys can't, right? If you go to a state store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weed here is treated like that. You have to go to like a state store and
Yeah.
get marijuana, but you can go in there as long as you're 18. You can get it.
Yeah.
Hell
Like
yeah.
you can get like super good shit that has like THC that's like 25%.
35%.
Fucking
Yeah.
Joey
Yeah.
Diaz
It's
shit.
insane.
Going to the
insane
moon.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you get like some dirt stuff that's like super cheap. Like we
Gives
used
you
to
a
grow
headache.
up on.
Reginald.
Yeah, when we were
Headache.
kids, we grew up on like the dirt stuff. That was like
Some
what?
schwiggity.
It was actually $5
with
a gram.
with stems and seeds and
Or
shit.
no, a gram.
Oh.
No,
We
a
used
nickel
to,
bag was $5.
$5.
You got like the super good stuff. It was like $20.
Yep.
Well, that $20 stuff is nothing out here. They had stuff
Yeah.
that's like
Nothing, I know.
way higher.
Remember
Like it's got
Conrad?
like a rainbow of colors.
Dude, I was
Got
gonna
all
say,
kinds of-
I still remember the kid in my town when I was in high school who grew kind buds. So like 3 times a year
Oh, yeah.
we'd have weed
Hey,
without sticks and
Beezy?
stems, and it was like,
Easters.
hey, it's coming. hey, it's coming. Here we go. We're gonna be at Beasters, Nugs.
Nothing is better than smoking a blunt of that shitty swag and hearing it sizzle and then a seed pop and like explode at the end of a blunt. You're like, yo, what just happened?
What were you gonna say, Bern?
So when I was in high school, we were at the golf center, right? Monday was the big grass cutting day. So we had to cut like the whole driving range. There was a bike course, there was a batting cage, but it was probably like 40, 50 acres of land. And so Monday was all grass cutting day, right? You do the big cuts and then you go do all the other stuff. So like Sunday night, it was imperative that we get as much weed as we possibly could because we're going to be there all day. And, I just remember it was like we took turns like Sunday night. Like, okay, we got the quarter. Great. It's your turn to go home and pick all the seeds and stems out. And that was just always the worst. Like it's a half-hour gig on like a piece of loose leaf. And then you get done and you're like, oh, that's so much less impressive than it looked a half hour ago. That seed exploding. You just get that flavor where you're like, yeah, okay, that's burnt.
20-minute headache and then pass out.
Makes you sterile.
You go home, your mom's like, why's your eyes so red? You're like, Mom, I've been cutting grass all day. It's got to be my allergies.
Yeah,
it's
has to be.
I'd come home high as fuck. My mom would be like fucking borderline blacked out drunk and want to fight with me.
Yeah.
My mom could always tell. My mom could always tell because I would have a fucking casserole dish filled with cereal, like sitting in front of the TV watching like Scary Movie 2 or some shit.
Oh, Scary Movie 2 was so good. Uncle Ray got game. Yeah. So
little hand in the mashed potatoes.
Oh my god, dude! I remember
strong hand.
My move. Yeah. I remember my move back in the day was when I would come home fucked up. I would pretend to be like really angry because I was like, if I was in a good mood, then they know I got high and shit. But if I come home and I'm like angry, they're thinking like, well, he didn't get high or whatever. So I'd come home and I'd be like, fuck you. Yeah, like all that and just go upstairs and be like, this is great. And put on like Dogma or something. You know what I mean? And let it go.
No, for me, the move was just come home super late, which was way past my curfew.
Yeah.
And they'd be in bed. I get yelled the next morning, but they weren't drunk. So that was the move for me. Yeah. But then they started locking me out of the house. But then I would periodically unlock certain windows in the house. I could always get back in.
Nice.
So that's the move. You just say,
me and you had the same deal.
Parents, you'd rather deal with the sober parent than the drunk parent.
I would use a ladder I had, and I would set the ladder up, climb with the ladder, climb through my window, then walk back downstairs, put the ladder away, come into the house.
And listen, none of you guys had
to set up. It's a reverse.
You got to remember. You got to remember too. Sean's mom owned a lunch truck, so she had a garage full of the best snacks. So when we got high, when me and Sean would get high when we were little, immediately we went to when I would walk in, you would open the door to their fucking garage and it was like, every candy, snack, drink. Like Sean's like, it's all ours. I was like, yeah.
Tonight,
and then I would just blame it on like some local shithead around the neighborhood. Like,
someone must have broken.
Love.
You want me to beat up that Richardson kid? I'll beat him up, Mom. He stole your stuff. That's probably what happened.
He took all the Laffy Taffy.
It would be like Mitchie's garage. Like you get stoned and then go into Mitchie's garage. His dad worked for Nestle. So you're in there stoned and it's just like cases and boxes of fucking sweet tarts, everything. Gummy fucking, dude.
God.
Like the best shit.
That sounds
Crunch bars and everything.
Nestle covers it all though. Nestle has your chocolate fix and it has your like gummy, fruity.
Yeah,
like,
he had Nerds Rope and fucking gummy sweet tarts and shit. Like everything
in there. Got some protein.
Yeah.
Golly. Nice. And then what do you got this upcoming weekend, Sean? Anything good?
Probably the same old. Last weekend I didn't get much done in the farm because my whole family got sick. And so
that sucks.
So like son got sick Saturday and then the wife and kids my twins both got sick on Sunday. Oof. So I just sat around and watched movies. Watched a really good movie, The Gentleman.
So good.
Really
good.
So
good. Dude, Hugh Grant fucking great in that movie.
Yeah, what is it? It's called The Gentleman?
You haven't seen The Gentleman? Oh, no. It's on Netflix. McConaughey, Charlie Hunnam, and Colin Farrell. Oh my God.
What's it about?
It's about a gangster in England, an English gangster who grows weed.
It's a Guy Ritchie movie, Liam. Yeah, it's like remember how they were all good, and then he just didn't make any for like 15 years.
And
now
he
made one.
King,
like,
he made King Arthur and Aladdin.
Well, did he make the Wrath of Man? Did he make that one too? Where it was like, remember, he didn't make the Wrath of Man with Jason Statham. Yeah, they're riding the armored truck.
J-Dub made the man gay.
And
did he?
Remember, yeah.
Did
Jason Statham is working at this place. They have an armored truck, and like somebody robs it, and he's pretending that he isn't like this like badass.
The
dude.
baddest man in the world.
Robbed. Yeah, but then they get robbed, and he like shows that he like he like takes them all out and everything, and all he says is that he's like like barely competent. So then like people find out who he is, and someone kills his son. So that's why it's called the Wrath of Man. So then he just like hunts down all these gangsters.
I have not seen that, but
I'll
will definitely check it out.
I didn't know that.
I'll watch Jason Statham avenge his dead son. You're goddamn right. I will.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It's on Paramount.
Another movie too is on Netflix I saw was really good. It's kind of nerdy, but it's about Ben Carson. He's a politician now. He's a politician now, but he's a black brain surgeon.
Yeah, pediatric
and he's like
brain surgeon.
He's the first person to separate Siamese twins where they had like a brain shared. But it was really cool because, and it's a true story, but the thing is, he was a black dude like who grew up during the 60s, like when shit was bad. Like
real segregation.
Schools, real racism. I mean, today there's racism, but it's not like it used to be.
Nah.
He, despite all that, with a single mom, he grew up to be a brain surgeon. Now he's a politician. Super cool movie. And then I tried to watch Spaceballs, but my son kept bothering me. And the wife was like, yeah, he's too young to see Spaceballs.
My Schwartz is as big as yours.
I'll take the special.
What are you, an asshole?
Quick follow-up, actually. I forgot. Me and the boy did get through A New Hope last weekend.
Ooh,
it was awesome. And then today we watched the Clone Wars movie. The movie that's
the cartoon movie.
The animation. Yeah.
Good movie.
He was interested in that.
Good movie.
So yeah.
Very cool. Glad to hear that.
We got him hooked.
Nice. But anyways, this weekend I didn't get much done last weekend, so I just got to play catch up on the farm. So I got to do my bee inspection, all that kind of stuff, and then
nice.
Hopefully no one's sick, and I actually get some stuff done.
Hell yeah,
because I got a lot to do.
Where are you at with watching like TV? With like, there's nothing I love more than like me and my daughter like sitting on the couch watching TV, even if it's like one of her shows that she watches. It's like the best. You know what I mean? Like, where are you still at that phase? Or are you just like get these kids to shut the hell up and sit down for 5 minutes?
My kids they're twins.
Yeah.
But they're very, very different. Like Rowan, are you familiar with Coco Melon?
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Oh, yeah. Fucking kidding me?
Dude.
Are you fucking kidding me with Coco Melon?
Dude, if Johnny,
yes, Papa. Go fucking if when I'm in the insane asylum in the padded fucking room, right? It's gonna be Johnny, yes, Papa, eating sugar. Go fucking kill yourself. Oh my God, do I know Coco Melon?
Coco Melon, fan of the show, listener to the show.
Shout out.
If I ever become president of the United States, we ever go to war,
banning it.
I'm totally against torture because it's not effective.
Yeah.
However, I will put a clause in there that all terrorists should have to watch that so you can get secrets.
Oh,
just do it for like, and then with my kids screaming every half an hour. Dude, I'll know all the secrets.
You'll get everything. You'll get I'll give you all of mine right now if I never have to watch that shit again. I'll give you
the good news.
Fucking one of them.
The good news: waterboarding out. The bad news: Coco Melon.
Dude, I'll tell you, that's a market that is such like an untapped market where it's
torture.
Like, but like, dynamite dropping, strong stand.
I got a nonprofit now that covers that.
Steve. No, but there's but like the kids, the toddler marketing or whatever, like on YouTube, right? Like Coco Melon, obviously Baby Shark, and then there's like Cuckoo Kangaroo is another one. These people, right? Like literally, it's like the same 7 videos. That's all it is on repeat.
Maddie, it's about to get so much more insidious. That 3-4-year-old is when you get all of the like
Paw Patrol.
They're legit like no fucking. I give my nut for Paw Patrol. There's all these weird kids who just like their parents make videos. YouTube is about to get real weird. My son turned 4, and all of a sudden the shit he started watching got real weird. It's like people playing with
Tentacle
toys.
porn.
Oh,
yeah, nothing. We're almost there. But like, you have these kids who are like, I'm a kid. We're going to McDonald's today, and then like this seems harmless. And then later on, you're like, yeah, and like then you see their face in Target, and you're like, that fucking kid has toys in Target. And then you realize it's just the parents, and like then all of a sudden it starts getting more. There's this kid Ryan, right?
Yeah,
There's
who they're pimping their kids
son, like,
out. Yeah, Ryan's world.
They're pimping their kids out, right? He's the worst. And like me and my wife, my son will put it on. And me and my wife are both just like, is that Ryan? You off? And he's like, why? Like, because his mom annoys me.
His mom's
That's why. We don't like his parents.
You
we
won't
don't like his parents.
You'll hate
Get rid of
this.
him.
Is that the editing software I use has like they have like preloaded like filters and titles.
Sure.
There's a whole strand of Ryan's World.
I'm sure. Blippy, dude, that guy will fucking haunt your dreams. There's a lot of weird stuff out there, and it's all parents cashing in on kids. And like, I don't know anything about this poor Ryan fucker, but when he's like 14, he's gonna be miserable. He's gonna be the maddest guy in the entire world. It's like,
but this one right here, this one's very different.
Yeah.
He likes she's into Spider-Man now.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
All right.
And then the Legos show
is
actually like super sophisticated. They have like they have these discussions about like economics and stuff in there. I'm a nerd, I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But Legos is not bad.
Yeah.
No, Legos is good.
Legos is cool. Decent. I would agree with you. Even like Spirit. She'll watch Spirit sometimes and I'll be like,
Spirit's not bad.
This show's
Spirit's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ride horses. They solve, local problems. It's fine.
My wife was legit like, I don't know. She just went on a tangent the other day about how stupid some of the TV is that she watches. She's like, what fucking town has their bay patrolled by a bunch of fucking puppies that live in a tower that drive fucking equipment? And I'm like, I come on, you know? Yeah.
I'm telling you.
What is this gay cartoon? Why the gays make cartoons? I'm joking. God damn it. I'm sorry. I couldn't.
Paw Patrol's like as good as it gets, man. It gets so much darker than that.
Yeah, mine's stuff on like Disney Channel, like musicals. Like there's one called Descendants, where they're like the kids of the Disney villains.
Yeah.
Then they have one called Zombies and Zombies 2. It's like a musical. It's like these zombies and cheerleaders are like at odds with each other, but then they become friends, and the zombie joins the football team, and like the cheerleader. But they like break out in a song every 5 fucking minutes, and it is like, dude, it's torture. That is.
I don't have kids. The Descendants drives me nuts. My niece is watching this.
Yeah.
I'm like, these are just the fucking privileged little shitheads from the people that. From other movies, I'm like, fuck these kids. Fuck your kids.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. My
niece loves it though.
Yeah, my one niece and my godson are on Descendants.
Yeah, they love it.
Yeah. So okay,
Riley, what do you have to say to your fans?
Hi, Riley. I love your onesie. What's on your
America?
Say America. No comment.
Anyway,
moving on.
Yeah.
Say Putin.
Very nice. So, all right. Well, Riley, we're coming to the top of time. Before we get out of here, Lyn Dub, what do you got to say to the Legion of the Dubination Faithful? Shout out Mozambique.
Just everybody be safe, take care of each other, look out for one another. This week was Fentanyl Awareness Day. So, the motto for fentanyl is fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. There's a reason people like it.
My bad.
There's a reason.
There's a reason. Fuck around, you'll find out. But
you want to fuck your life up? Go ahead.
There's a reason people like throw their lives away to heroin and fentanyl. There's a reason.
Now, I just want to ask. I want to ask this real quick. I don't want to drag it out anymore. But you don't need a. We don't need a long answer. But Matt, you read the book too. We had that one I sent you about the 10th Mountain Division Rangers.
Yeah.
And that thing over. Yeah. So they said that. Remember that in that book they were laughing that. The medic, Sean, I don't know if you've ever had to do this, but they have those fentanyl lollipops, right? In case the guy gets real fucked up. And the one medic said that the guys that were shot, once they started sucking on it, they would be so strong that they would drool and drop it. So he would tape it to their hand so they couldn't drop it. He's like, in the middle of a firefight, I would hear the guy cracking up behind me, and he's got the fucking lollipop taped to his hand so it won't fall out his mouth. I was like, yo.
No. The lollipop's actually the reason they made a lollipop is it actually prevents overdose because that's the idea. Actually, remember the old school thing you put on your ring, the ring pop?
Ring pop.
Yeah. We had ring pop fentanyl.
Ring pops. Come on.
What? No, but it's actually genius because now you can't overdose.
It sounds genius.
Yeah, if you can't get your hand to your mouth,
and then you fall down,
can't have anymore.
You can't overdose. It's
right.
Genius. Right. Because because fentanyl, I won't get into all the science behind it, but if you have a lot of pain, you can overdose, or it's harder to overdose because it actually attracts itself to the pain receptors. But if you're not in pain, it
goes and finds something else. Yeah.
Yeah. So like me saying I'm gonna give 10 milligrams to you with no pain, you're gonna overdose. But 10 milligrams to a person who's been shot like 27 times, not gonna kill
your brother.
Nah. So the lollipop actually is
awesome.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Damn,
it is.
Smart.
I didn't mean to go into a tangent, but I remember reading that book and the guy saying that he had to tape it to their hands because they would constantly drop it and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And, which is why we moved to the ring pop.
The ring pop. Yep.
Dude, God, what's the name of that book, Steve? I want to shout out.
Fentanyl sometimes.
Oh my God, what is the name of that book, Matt? Now I'm fucking annoyed. Oh, Outlaw Platoon.
Outlaw Platoon. Great
Shout
book.
Out, great book.
Great book.
I read it. I think we start doing G.I. Joe PSAs at the end of the show now.
Oh.
That's your PSA for this.
Hell yeah.
What do you know?
Nice. I like it.
If you want to get high on fentanyl,
get
a
shot.
ring pop.
G.I.
Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knowing is half the battle.
Yeah.
Just fentanyl sometimes,
a little bit.
School is cool, and education is paramount. Okay, nice.
Pork chop
Very
sandwiches.
Cool. Yep, very nice. Liam, I'm gonna save
Get out of here, you dumb fucking kids.
Benoit Podcasy. What do you got to say to the 44th faithful before we get the
Not too much, man. Thanks for listening as always. And I'll be, if you hear this on Friday, I will be in the Valley on Saturday. So hit me up.
Yeah.
I'm a boot.
We got
I'm a boot.
We're definitely growing our demographic in the Valley with the upcoming barrage of guests that we have. We're going Valley heavy. So yeah, very nice, very cool, very safe, very good, awesome. All right, let's keep it moving. Yep. Sorry, Bern. So Sean Douglas Day, what do you got to say to your faithful fans before we get out of here?
If you're a cop, I understand you guys don't have a lot of money, but quit being a cunt and just sign up to go do jiu-jitsu.
Hell yeah!
If you have the option, do MMA style, because doing jiu-jitsu without getting punched is very, very different. And if you disagree,
very different.
I know you're wrong because Gary Tonin just got beat by Tom Lee.
Yeah,
Gary Tonin is fucking really, really good. And so jiu-jitsu is good. It's a good start. But if you have the option of doing MMA, do the MMA.
Yeah, not sport.
But then do gi as well, because gi is gonna definitely change some shit. But quit being a fucking cunt and just I don't have the money. Dude, just fucking there's funds out there.
There's a ton of specials too.
There's nonprofits. A Navy SEAL actually founded a nonprofit called Adopt a Cop, and he will pay for you. So you got no excuse.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Dude, plus two, every jiu-jitsu gym has a special for a cop.
For cops, yep.
Everyone
for sure.
Yeah.
So quit being a cunt, and if you can't afford it, then quit fucking buying stupid shit.
Yeah.
And quit getting people pregnant.
Yeah. Put down your Pokemon collection and join the fucking gym. There you go.
Pull out some bleach or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Very nice. Like it. Good idea. Very cool. All right. Lasmeeshma, what do you got to say to the Lasmeeshma Nation before we get out of here?
An apple a day will keep anyone away if you throw it hard.
I like it. Love it. Nice. Dude, that might be turning into our the opening gimmick there. I like it. Nice. All right.
Bump them up in the batting order.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying the gimmick. Yeah. The gimmick, how in the beginning of the episode, I'll do the disclaimer, then a clip, and then the show will start, which was Bern's idea, FYI, but I like it. So I'm thinking maybe Lasmeeshma Nation might make it to the front and the back.
I don't know. You want to give these gems away early? I think you want to make people wait around.
I agree.
I agree. The wisdom.
Plus, you'll have to listen back. There's definitely a couple fucking dimes been dropped this episode. That's for sure. Nice. Okay. And then Strong Stem. Before we get out of here, Colton Cabot, what do you got to say to him?
Listen, I'm an asshole. I act like an asshole. I'm usually 99% of the time I'm joking around and being a fucking wacko, right? This, I'm actually going to, for once, say something serious. I was compelled by one of my best friends on the planet from last show, and now he's here again, Sean. I was walking into Walmart and happened to see two guys outside of Walmart. I was buying fish and shit. Outside of Walmart, ripping cigarettes. They had this little tent. It was raining. It was shitty, but they were selling these dope ass shirts that said, I don't know if you know about this one, Sean, Frontier Recovery. It's some kind of like thing. Why does this thing keep going in and out? But it's like the Wounded Warriors thing, right? So the guys were selling T-shirts and all this shit. Yeah. And I asked those guys, they were both combat Marines. They were cool as shit. They were ripping cigs like they had some real stress in their life. So to bring it back, the only reason I get to be an asshole and get to do what we do right now is because of people like Sean and those guys. So if you ever see them around, don't be a pussy. Support whatever the fuck they have and, throw some bread their way or at least a thank you. That's all I ask.
However, thank yourself too, because guess what? While I was out there doing crazy shit, who was paying my income?
I would pay more, Sean. I would pay more. I would pay more.
My point is, you guys need to thank I hate when people say thank you for your service. When they say it to me, I say thanks for paying your taxes. Because now I'm a civilian. I'm a civilian. Civilian life is fucking hard too.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to pay your taxes than it is to, God damn it,
then run through a house in Afghanistan. Yeah.
I beg to differ. I gotta deal with, dude, in the military, if people piss me off, we would literally take them out back and we would just beat them up. That's how we dealt with stuff. You can't do that in the civilian world.
I just have an HR lady. They take it out for me. And then at the end of the year, they give me a little bit back. I didn't have to drown in a pool.
J-Dub also used to get mad because people weren't wearing a mask. So his opinion doesn't count.
I wasn't that bull. I won't be judged like that.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
I don't give a fuck what you do. I hope you all.
Yeah, say what you want. Say what you want, but you're not saying that.
They're saving lives. Dumbass face diaper off.
Yep. Well, speaking of drowning,
you can call my mother the meat mule, but I wasn't fucking caring about people's masks.
Yeah. Well, speaking of meat mules, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives podcast. You can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can hang out with us on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast, and you can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com, and please like and subscribe so we can keep this party rolling. This has been another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast. Weekend poppin'. Thanks for listening, and have a good weekend. Thanks. See ya. All right, we're here back again with the post-show press conference for the Working Perspectives Podcast Weekend Poppin'. So let's get this thing started. Strong Stem, God damn it, you motherfucker. All right.
What?
For those listening,
ask the question.
Yeah, for those listening, Steve's fucking doing whatever.
It's like sparkling.
Right. Liam, right. We're going to start with you. All right. So earlier in the show, you had dropped a couple good jokes. What was your approach on one of the critical jokes that you made this week?
Well, at first it was kind of tough to zero in, get my focus and everything, but there was a can of computer duster over here, so I fucking dipped out, sucked that sucker down, and and then after that they just started rolling off the tongue, dude.
Yeah. Do you think that the can of computer duster was the turning point for this week's episode?
The can of computer duster will always be the turning point in my life.
100%.
Yeah. Strong performance tonight. And what was the inspiration for your final thought?
Final thought?
Yeah, the apple.
Usually it's just shit I heard, and then now after the first couple of them were good. Well, now I gotta keep my eye out for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you definitely put yourself in a hole on this. I mean, we can stop at any time, entirely up to you, but you've definitely.
I don't want to let anybody down. So
which the nation's counting on you.
Yeah, as I'm flipping through,
it gets weird.
Yeah, as I'm flipping through or I'm fucking reading shit, I'm just gonna take note anytime I read something good.
Like it. All right. Cool. Very good. Well, thank you for that, Liam. All right, moving on. Strong Stem, what was your scouting report on tonight's show?
Listen, I'm like AI, and I don't like the way you ask questions, and I don't like the way you treat me, so I'm not going to answer your fucking questions. Next, please.
And I don't I won't get fined.
We're talking about schemes.
We're talking about practice.
Not a real podcast. Practice. Schemes. Get the fuck out of my face with that. Next.
All right. Well, early on in the show, what do you think wasn't working for you?
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't have my trusty Annabelle nerd rope cluster joints, the little joints. And I'm kind of a candy connoisseur. So if you don't like these, suck on my nuts. You hear me? And not in a gay way, in a fuck, my bad.
I second that, but in the gay way.
Damn it. Yeah. I don't second
Put a couple
that.
in your mouth while you
Yeah.
do
I
it.
got once I popped a couple nerd balls in my mouth. He was back. He was
Dude,
back.
they are good. They are good.
They're the best.
Yeah, the nerds are pretty good. So all right, let's keep it moving. Lyn Dub, coming to you. You had a couple jokes that didn't land earlier tonight, but then you came back strong with some really heavy stuff. How'd you stay positive through that? And how'd you survive through the meat mule and the cream saver?
Well, it was tough too. Cabot called me gay, in the middle of the third quarter.
Yeah.
I forget why.
He doesn't need a reason.
Struggle through that, implications that my mother's a loose-lipped whore and an alcoholic, that just, rips to the core, but you just power through. I put the mask on and you just admit to yourself that, maybe you are a little gay and your mom's
when you're
Irish woman.
When you're struggling, which of your teammates threw out some one-liners in those situations for you to grab onto?
A lot of these people are trash people, except for Sean, because I respect him and he's a Navy SEAL and I honor his service. But the rest of you are garbage people.
Yeah,
I'm a trash man. I take out the growth.
Very fair.
Yeah, you're not wrong in that assumption. You're not wrong.
Nah, tonight we all played well. We played loose and fun, and that's I just play from the hip.
Yeah, I think we're at our
Loose
best
and light.
when we're loose and light. That's when we're cooking with gas, baby. That's when we're doing it. Very nice.
And that's the only time loose is good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Very good. All right, moving on. We're gonna go to
we like it tight.
Sean, we're gonna go to you. This is your first press conference with the show. What has fueled your improvement as the show has progressed? Because I'm telling you, it looks like we have a completely new Sean Day than when you were on here the last time, last July.
Test that man. Test him.
Yeah, what has fueled this improvement that's brought the revolution that is the Sean Day we have today?
Well, the key is I've been drinking lots of Badger's milk.
Nice.
And special Badger's milk. It has to be a Badger that's been conceived on a blood full moon. So that's the key.
Hell yeah.
And you combine that with some diet Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Fat. And then you mix that with
Tito's.
About 3 ounces of vodka.
Ooh,
hell yeah.
What is your preferred
some would call that a performance enhancing drug, but
no.
Really, any kind of dairy mixes well with vodka.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a Russian sort of thing. I don't know.
The vodka is what? Do you know the brand or?
It's called Putin Special.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not banned yet. But Platinum. I don't know where it's from.
Oh, it's from Russia. It's like a Russian.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
But they were
anyways. The vodka or the Badger's milk?
Oh,
that's what we're talking about.
Platinum, but Badger milk.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta talk to my supplier.
Yeah, talk to the plug
of Badgers because it's kind of an underground thing. Yeah,
plug talk.
Blood Moon Badgers.
Plug talk.
Blood Moon Badgers.
Yeah. So cool. And then how important is it to you, Sean, to get on top early in the episode
and wear a condom?
He's got two.
Well, I don't wear condoms because this ain't the 80s,
Yeah.
Condoms that's 80s technology.
Yeah.
Sean didn't do half a dozen tours to come back here and wear condoms. All right. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, no.
Respect, Bern. Respect.
Talking about condoms? Condoms.
Condoms. Very good. All right. Cool. Well, thank you for that, Sean. Coming to you, Bern. How did you adjust to the speed and the talent of this pro level show coming in late?
I mean, that's you got to stay ready. So I wasn't around, but I'm on the sidelines. I'm getting my reps. You never know when your number is going to get called, and so I just try to go out there every day, approach it like a professional. Maybe I get in, maybe I don't. But I just try to stay ready to play if my number gets called. And Celtics.
I saw Bern working hard in the bullpen.
Yeah. How do you? Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, you do what you got to do. Like right now, where's my tripod? It's gone. Where's a baby? It's here. You
here.
Like you don't know what's gonna happen. We're fluid here. Yeah, exactly. And with joy, that's all I try to do. If you call my number, I try to come in. I try to play with joy, and hopefully that translates.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Give the people what they want.
What has your son been calling your daughter?
No, he's cool with her actual name now. He was calling her like John Cena for a while, but
hell yeah.
Yeah.
But John Cena sucks the China dick.
We didn't know if he wanted to hyphenate it or if it was all one word. So
John Cena
Podcasy certificate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. John Cena.
How'd you compare the last few weeks to the way the team showed up tonight on the show?
I mean, I think, it's reps, man. You gotta get those 10,000 hours in. I think, you see squads who have a ton of talent, but don't know how to put it together.
Yep.
None of that matters at the end of the day. Do we know where we're gonna be? I know where J-Dub's gonna be. I can throw that shit behind my back. I know he's gonna be there.
Yeah.
And that's where we start playing. Like I said, you play with joy, reckless abandon, and you don't worry about it.
J-Dub's favorite spot is behind another man.
Yeah,
another man with open hearts. As Puffy Cheetos.
As the recently retired Jay Wright used to say, you shoot them up or you sleep in the streets, and that's our philosophy here. Get your shots up. If they don't go in, you'll be the villain tomorrow. If they do go in, you'll be the hero forever.
Nice. All right, cool. Next question is for me, Matt. Okay. So what kind of stuff did my co-host have tonight? I'll tell you, everyone came here just guns blazing. Really hot show tonight. Everyone had great shit on all topics. Really nailed it. Sean coming in with some interesting stuff. Justin firing back after the meat mule cream saver comments. Liam, always a dime, dropping dimes at the end. Bern, showing up late, but really showing up at all as a victory. And then really strong performance when he came here. And then Strong Stem showing us his piss stream while pissing in the post-show press conference.
Giving Matt the most editing shit to do.
That's staining, baby.
What does strong stem mean?
What's that?
What does strong stem mean?
So Steve used to yank his stem a lot, and probably still does.
It, not yank it. I'm gentle with my stem.
Yeah, he's pulling stem. And so he said that one episode. Then we talked about Native American names. And I believe I called him Chief Strong Stem. Right? And then Strong Stem just stuck. So there
I was talking about some broad, a long fucking story, but I said she was trying to yank on my stem, and Matt kind of liked the verbiage.
Love
my
it.
strong stem.
Yeah.
Don't forget, dude, girls giving hand jobs is terrible. That's a terrible idea. I'm gonna do it myself.
Yeah.
I got 39 years of experience.
You really think you're better at this than me?
I guess. When did I start? I was 12, so 28.
Yeah.
Don't forget, John Cena sucks the China dick.
Yeah, gotta leave that in there. John Cena on the China.
I'll let the boy know. Maybe he'll want to come back next week and retort.
Yeah. Retort, Steve. Retort.
Oh, he can hear us, can he? Crap.
All right, guys. Well, this has been another episode. Great shit tonight, guys. Good job, and I'll see you all later. Excellent stuff tonight. Great job, guys.
Speed, fellas.
All right, take it easy. Good job, fellas. See ya.
Well done, boys.